Did you know that 92% of people fail to achieve their New Year's resolutions? I bet you're one of them. But what if I told you that the other 8%, they aren't smarter or even more talented? No, they just understand something fundamental about how the brain approaches goals. Welcome to Module 1 of Master Your Goals from Procrastination to Peak Performance. I'm Karsten. Today, we're laying the essential foundation that will transform how you set and achieve goals for the rest of your life. In the next 10 minutes, you will discover the neuroscience behind why most goals fail. You will identify your personal goal-setting strengths and blind spots, and you will learn to distinguish between wishful thinking and truly achievable goals. Let's dive in. To become a master goal achiever, we need to understand what it is that's happening in your brain when you set a goal. Research from Stanford University has shown that when we set goals, two critical brain systems activate: the emotional motivation system and the logical planning system. The most fascinating discovery: these systems need to work in harmony. When they don't, that's when goals fall apart. Now let's talk about why and what truly drives human behavior. Extrinsic versus intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation means coming from outside. Now, this comes from external rewards such as money, praise, or status. It feels powerful at first, but I know you know that it doesn't last. In fact, research from Harvard Business School shows that it tends to fade very quickly. This explains why that new diet or savings plan, it often collapses after the initial excitement wears off. Now, intrinsic motivation, on the other hand, it comes from within. Personal meaning, values alignment, genuine enjoyment for the process. A landmark study has actually shown that intrinsically motivated goals are 3.5 times more likely to be achieved and sustained. Now let's try something right now. Pause this video and think about a goal you're currently pursuing. Now ask yourself, if no one else ever knew I accomplished this, would I still want to do it? Rate your answer from 1 to 10. Because this simple question helps you identify whether your motivation has enough intrinsic power to sustain you through challenges. Studies have shown that when you vividly imagine achieving your goal, your brain actually activates many of the same neural pathways as in the actual performance. This is why Olympic athletes and top athletes in general, they spend nearly as much time visualizing success as they do physical training. But visualization isn't enough. It's not enough by itself, which brings us to why most people fail. Let's examine the exact traps that causes most people, including you, to abandon your most important goals. So pitfall number 1, vague wishes instead of concrete goals. Dr. Gail Matthews from the Dominican University found that people who write down specific, clearly identified goals, they are 92% more likely to achieve them. You see, I want to be healthier. That isn't a goal, it's a wish. A goal requires specificity and it engages your brain's planning centers. Pitfall number 2, disconnection from core values. Goals that don't connect to your deeper values, they lack staying power. A University of Rochester study showed that goals aligned with personal values, they are pursued with 31% more persistency than those without clear value connections. This course will teach you how to align goals with your values. Pitfall number 3, the all or nothing mindset. Dr. Dweck's research on mindset shows that people with fixed mindset see setbacks as total failures, while those with a growth mindset, they see them as learning opportunities. This single mental shift can increase goal achievement by up to 50%. Pitfall number 4, relying on willpower alone. The most successful goal achievers, they don't rely on willpower. No, they know it won't last. They build systems and environments around them that make success inevitable. This course will teach you to build those systems. Pause the video and identify which one has derailed your goals in the past. This awareness is very powerful because you can't fix what you don't recognize. So now we understand the psychology of achievement and goal pitfalls. Let's turn the lens towards you specifically. Everyone has a unique goal-setting style with distinct strengths and blind spots. Research from the University of Scranton has identified 4 primary goal-setting styles. The first goal-setting style is the enthusiastic starter. Is that you? You launch into goals with energy, but you may struggle with follow-through when obstacles arise. Style number 2, the detailed planner. Guilty. You excel at creating thorough plans, but you might get paralyzed by perfectionism. Style number 3, the accountability seeker. You thrive when others are counting on you, but you may struggle with self-motivated goals. And 4, the incremental achiever. You excel at small, consistent steps, but you might avoid ambitious, transformative goals. This course will teach you all of these. None of these styles are inherently better than the other. Each has strengths and vulnerabilities. The key is knowing which one describes you so you can leverage the strengths and shore up the weak points. In your course materials in this course, you will find the complete goal-setting style assessment. This evidence-based tool will help you identify your dominant style. Let me give you a preview. The assessment will ask questions like, when I set a new goal, my first instinct is to, and there'll be multiple choices for the answers. When I encounter an obstacle, the goals I've successfully achieved in the past tend to share what characteristics? It is a short questionnaire, and after this module, I highly recommend that you sit down and complete this to understand what type of style you fit in. After completing the assessment, you will find targeted recommendation sheets created and designed specifically for your goal-setting style. For example, if you're an enthusiastic starter, you will learn techniques for maintaining momentum past the initial excitement. If you're a detailed planner, you'll discover strategies to prevent analysis paralysis. This personalized approach is critical. A study from Columbia University found that goal achievement strategies aligned with personal styles increase successes by up to 62% compared to those who just use a generic approach. Now, let's pull everything together. We've explored the neuroscience of goal formation and motivation. We've examined why most goals fail. We've also begun to identify your personal goal-setting strengths and gaps. Now, this foundation is essential because the rest of the course builds upon it. In Module 2, we will take this self-awareness and apply it to creating smart goals that work with your brain's natural wiring rather than against it. Here are a few steps that will improve your takeaway from this module, and I highly recommend that you spend a little time after this module to go through these so you build a good foundation for a perfect outcome. Number 1, I want you to complete the goal-setting style assessment questionnaire in the course material. And then I want you to use that to study the goal-setting style recommendation sheet for your dominant style. You may fit into more than one, but use your dominant style. And then I want you to reflect on one past goal success and one failure using the simple goal analysis sheet in the download section. And finally, begin gathering ideas for goals that you want to focus on throughout this whole course. Remember, understanding the psychology of goal achievement isn't just interesting. It's the difference between joining the 92% who fail and the 8% who succeed. As brain researcher Dr. Richard Davidson puts it, when we align our goals with our brain's natural function, we don't just achieve more, no, we struggle less. I will see you in Module 2, where we will transform your insight into concrete SMART goals that actually get accomplished. See you there.